Hello students, this is the flipped vocabulary lesson for Storytown Lesson 2. In order to complete this lesson, you need your vocabulary worksheet and a pen or pencil. Optionally, you might want to have a highlighter. Here are the directions for this week's assignment. First, watch and listen to this presentation on your own. Feel free to pause and go back as needed. Then, write the definition or meaning of each word on your vocabulary sheet. Finally, write a brief response to each question that goes along with the vocabulary word. There's also a space for this on your vocabulary sheet. Are you ready? Let's get started. The first word this week is emerge. Emerge is a verb in a sentence. That means you would use it as an action word. On your vocab sheet, please write the meaning for emerge. Come out from behind, under, or inside someplace. If I were going to write a sentence with the word emerge, I might say, the butterfly emerged from the cocoon. What animal might emerge from a hole in the wall? Write your response to this question on your vocab sheet. The next word on the list is frolic. Frolic is also used as a verb, or action word in a sentence. Please notice that if you want to use a suffix with the word frolic, you need to add a K. Look at the word frolicked and frolicking. Notice how there is a K before the ed suffix and the ing suffix. Please write the meaning of frolic on your vocab sheet. It means play in a happy, lively way. If I were going to use the word frolic in a sentence, I might say, Maud watched as the tourists frolicked in the ocean. Which is an example of frolicking? Playing a game of tag or riding in a car? Write your answer on your vocab sheet. Next, let's look at the word hover. Hover is also used as a verb or action word in a sentence. Hover means to stay in the same place in the air without moving in any direction. Write this meaning on your vocab sheet. If I were going to use the word hover in a sentence, I might say, when the hawk hovered in the air, it seemed to float above the trees. What type of animal can hover over the ground? Write your answer to this question on your vocab sheet. The next word on our list is another verb. The word is inquire. Inquire is used as an action word in a sentence. The meaning of inquire is ask for more information about something. If I were going to use the word inquire in a sentence, I might say, I went to the dentist to inquire about the pain in my tooth. What might you inquire about an object in a store? Write your answer to this question on your vocab sheet. The next word on the list is meander. This is also a verb or action word. The meaning of meander is move slowly with a lot of bends or curves in your path. If I were going to use the word meander in a sentence, I might say, while I was meandering home from school, I happened to meet my friend. Which is more likely to meander, a pond or a river? Write what you think on your vocab sheet. The next word on the list looks a little bit difficult to pronounce. That's because it has a silent B, so it might be difficult to sound out. This word is subtle. Let's say that word again. Subtle. Subtle is an adjective. Write the meaning for subtle on your vocab sheet. Something that is not obvious or direct. So, something subtle might be hard for you to notice at first. If I were going to use the word subtle in a sentence, I might say, the most subtle sound I've ever heard is softly falling rain. What is a subtle way you could tell your friend to meet you outside? Write your answer to this question on your vocab sheet. Next, we have the word survey. Survey can be a verb or a noun. Let's take a look at what it means. Survey means look around and investigate something carefully. If I were going to use the word survey as a verb, I might say, when I was little, I would lie in my bed and survey the ceiling. If I wanted to use this as a noun, I might talk about the teacher taking a survey in the class, where several students are answering a certain number of questions to find out what everybody thinks. What sense would you use to survey something? Write your response to this question on your answer sheet. The last word on our list this week is torment. Torment is a verb or action word. The meaning of torment is to be extremely and painfully troubled by something. If I were going to use the word torment in a sentence, I might say, I think my parents might be tormented by my loud snoring. How can a fly torment you? Write your response to this question on your vocab sheet. You've completed all the words on our list for this week, so what's next? Well, first, you can go back to review any words you do not understand. Please highlight or circle any words you still have questions about, and we will discuss them in class. After that, you should be ready to play a review game in class using these words. Also, you will read and understand stories that use these vocabulary words throughout the week. Finally, on Friday, you will use each word in an original sentence, and this will be your end of week quiz. Thanks for listening, and see you next time.